This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
It's a new capital development which will set the standard for new government buildings of the future.
The new BAIC headquarters in the Industrial Park on Soldier Road will soon be opened, featuring solar energy and an option for it to literally pay for itself. Our Janae Noel Ferguson got the first inside look of the new facility.
It is the first green building built by any government in the history of this country.
From LED lighting to solar paneling, the new BAIC headquarters is setting the pace for self-sufficiency, something that Chairman Arnold Forbes believes all governments should strive to do.
It is fully equipped. It has an executive suite. It has a training room that is separate and apart from the main office facilities, so that we can use part of this building for income. That was important because I believe in a building almost paying for itself. And with the conference center that we've built, we are confident that we will have a number of conferences here where this building can almost take care of itself.
The building was expected to be completed last December, but Forbes admitted that they did face some setbacks. Once completed, though, he explains that the new facility will be the nerve center for the Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Institute.
BAMC is where we grow, where we teach. BAIC will receive those goods, process them, because we are building a processing plant here as well, process them and get them out to market. Also, we can add value through processing as well. Those are the goals for BAIC as far as BAMC and its project are concerned. But BAMC cannot work without proper logistics and proper marketing, and this corporation will provide that for them.
Now, along with the construction of the new building, Prime Minister Perry Christie gave Chairman Forbes several tasks to complete, including the exploration of sand mining and the revitalization of the sponging industry, all before the new headquarters opens.
We have those studies in-house, and we will allow the Prime Minister to reveal those results. Suffice it to say, I believe that we will be successful in mining sand in this country one day. We have been able to attract I think it's $600,000, over $500,000, for the development of sponging in in Mangrove Key, and in some respects in Red Bays in the north of Andros.
Forbes anticipates that this new building will be the center for entrepreneurship of the future. Meanwhile, they are expected to be fully operational by the end of the month. From the new BAIC headquarters, I'm Janae Noel Ferguson, ZNS Network News.
The country's hotel sector continues to see strong numbers in terms of occupancy. It's something that executives of the Bahamas Hotel and Tourism Association predict will carry over into what is typically a slow period, the fall season. Association President Stuart Bowe provides this update.
We are getting prepared for probably the best physical product we've had in 20 years. As you know, along with the Nassau Palm, we have Bahama that's opening, we have properties in San Salvador, we have the Paradise Island Harbor Club that closes in July. They will refurbish and reopen as a 250-room all-inclusive next year. Right now, the major hotels are in the 90s. We expect that until the end of August. As you know, historically, September and October, it slows down. That's when a number of the small hotels close to refurbish, and the same thing goes on at the major properties around the nation. So we're excited. At the same time, as we get ready in September and October, we expect a strong Thanksgiving, and we're going to run this year straight until August of next year.
Meanwhile, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Harrison Thompson, says the ministry expects noted growth in tourism with new developments coming on stream.
We're hoping that at least a 3 to 4% growth out of the niche markets. As you know, sports tourism is very big now. We're working on the tourism market. We just had a dance production, dance group, liturgical dance here over the weekend. People didn't even know about it. They brought a few hundred people in. So we're exploring all the avenues to ensure that we get the best results from our hard work. We have appointed directors in all these areas, and we're looking forward to the end result being wonderful for the Bahamas, and that the Bahamas will benefit from what we're doing at the ministry.
Over the weekend, a number of vendors were reportedly evicted from their stalls in the downtown straw market. It's part of the Straw Market Authority's intensified efforts to collect outstanding monies owed to them by vendors. For the vendors that remain, it was business as usual when our news team visited the market today. While all vendors our news team spoke to empathized with the ousted vendors, some say the authority has been more than fair in their dealings.
You have some vendors in here that really don't make any money. Then you have some persons make money, but they're not paying. But my take on that is, if you live in a rental place or your own home, you don't pay the mortgage, you don't pay the rent, you be evicted. Now, as far as I understood, persons were given ample notices to get it up to date.
They've not been unfair. They could give you a little bit more time, right, to see if you could work out the issue or try to work out an agreement. They could give you more time because there are people who get sick sometimes. They are because of illness or family issues. Some people have trouble coming to work, and that's when, and every week the bill continue to run. But the Straw Market Authority has been fair.
However, one vendor who would not appear on camera remained adamant that the Straw Market Authority is not acting in the best interest of the vendors, calling them, quote, insensitive and selfish.
I think they're not understanding what people have actually faced them.
Okay, and what's business like in the straw market in general?
For right now, we are very, very, very slow. And they're not leaning at all. They're not leaning at all. You go up there. The same lady I was talking about was on drugs. She was on drugs. She came back in the market when the market first opened up. And she only have like six, seven things on a stall. You can't expect her to just make $10, knowing a situation, and take the only $10 and give it to her. If they say they want to take $20 like every week, she probably would be able to do it, but they just don't care about your feelings. They just don't care how they throw you out of the market. They just don't care.
Officials from the Straw Market Authority have confirmed to ZNS News that they won't discuss those issues with the press, but it is understood that some vendors that owe and haven't made any payments will be evicted as well.
Officials from the Straw Market Authority say they won't discuss those issues. Pardon me, that is the story we just read. It wasn't your typical demonstration as the melodious sounds of Junkanoo filled the air in downtown Nassau. Scores of Bahamians rushed on Bay Street wearing T-shirts and carrying placards Monday morning in support of Peter Nygaard. Protesters called Nygaard a great Bahamian who has done great things for this country over the years, and the treatment that he's been receiving is unfair.
We're here in support of him, not just because he's some money person, but we appreciate what he's done over the years. I mean, with the Golden Girls and even donating money to the Bahamas over the years. Basically, we don't understand what the rift or the gripe is between Mr. Nygaard and the people in Life with Key, but that's not our concern. But our concern is that Mr. Nygaard needs to be treated as a Bahamian and as someone who was actually given to the Bahamas.
Now, the Canadian national has been making headlines in the past few weeks after he denounced critics who claim the reconstruction and expansion of his estate in the Bahamas is harming the environment. He says supporters the march downtown are filled with everyday Bahamians, many of whom are less fortunate and whose lives have been touched positively by Nygaard. The demonstration ended in Rosin Square.
The plight of those that are less fortunate. I mean, I had an opportunity to watch him walk through Baintown, and the love that he received in Baintown, you would think he lived in Baintown, and so it's not about the crowd you see. It's not about, these people look a certain way, but Mr. Nygaard, he doesn't care about where you're from or what you may have. His thing is, I want to do whatever is best for the Bahamas to advance the Bahamians.
Well, coming up in sports, highlights from the Flag Football Championships over the weekend. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.